for this problem. We'd like to find out if, considering that we start in room 0, if we can pick up the keys from room 0, if there are any, and advance to another room. And we'd like to do that for all the rooms in the house. So if you look at example 1, we start in room 0 and we have keys to 1. We move on to 1, we have keys to 2 and 3, and so on. In example 1, we can visit all the rooms. In example 2, that's not so much the case. Okay, we can advance to all the rooms except 2 because there are no keys for 2 to get to. All right, so first let's take the length of rooms. All right, and as you practice more of these problems, you'll notice that an intuitive setup for this is to traverse it like a graph, or set it up as a graph. And the way we're going to do that in Python is we're going to maintain 2 dictionaries. First, room seen equals, and then key, false, for key in range n. Okay, this is the dictionary that's going to tell us which rooms we've seen and which ones we have not. First, we start by saying we have not seen any of the rooms. Okay, and as we traverse the graph, as we traverse the rooms, we can change that to true if we've seen them. The next dictionary we want to maintain is room underscore graph, and this is the one that we're going to actually traverse with our helper function shortly. So key rooms key for key in range n. Okay, now our helper function. We want to traverse this graph recursively, and the way it's going to look is rec of key if room underscore seen of key, that means it returns true, we've seen the room, return. We don't want to do anything else. Otherwise, room underscore seen key equals true. Okay, so now we've seen the room. Now that we're in the room, we want to find out what keys are in there that go to other rooms. So for key 2 in room underscore graph of key, so that is all the keys in that room, rec of key 2. Okay, so what happens is recursively we take the key and then we go check this algorithm for any keys that key leads to the room of that we can continue to traverse our graph for. And then of course we find a key that to a room we've seen, we don't visit that room again, and we terminate. Great. Now we want to start at room 0 like the question asks for, and then if false in room seen, k for k in room seen. Okay, return false. And what this basically means is that we want to take in room seen all of the booleans that say whether or not we've seen that room before. And if there's a room in there that we have not seen, return false, because we cannot visit all the rooms by definition. Otherwise, there is no false in there, which means we've seen all the rooms in the house and we are good to go. We run, accepted, submit, outstanding.